welcome back. Another episode of The Dark Isle. When last we saw our adventurers, um, I believe they were gearing up, but they just accepted a rap battle challenge, or more or less a rap. Just to listen to a rap from a Sphinx. But as they're not prepared to do so, it looks like we'll be adventuring. There are plenty of things to do. So I'll let you guys take it from there.
So, looks. What I'm thinking is, like, we head a little north, we go kind of like cross this wall, we go back, so we see the foresters, we drop off some of the stuffs we're carrying around, maybe pick up a little bit of this, little bit of that on the way, make sure like they's not all deads or demons, and kind of lets them know what's going on. Yeah.
Sounds like a fantastic idea.
Ace, did you know our airship has one of those toot horns?
So, quick rule about the airship. It is certainly an airship and it does fly in the air. However, due to disrepair and other limitations, it doesn't fly that high. It does fly, I'd say, a couple of 100 feet up in the air, but it's not going to pass very high mountains. It will pass over small hills, rivers, ocean, if you'd like. But if you come to a big mountain, you are not going to go over.
Aha, it's limited by its buoyancy. Neat.
Something.
Science. So to go back to the starting area, we'd have to go southeast, around the
And
corner, and then back northwest?
Yeah. Of course, I don't know exactly what you guys see. I see all of it. I'm gonna go on Twitch. see what you guys see. But essentially, I think that's right. Yeah, for you guys. Yeah, okay, you can see the mountain. So yes, you can't go over this mountain directly. You can't go over this mountain, but you can head over Arcadia. Certainly.
Okay, sounds good.
Fantastic.
So, like, so we head
And
southeast, we watch for creatures.
I'll make it easy. When you're flying in this, because you're going with how the crow flies, I'm just gonna make it an hour. It's not fast. It's not faster than, let's say, like really fast horses, but because you can go directly, it's certainly easy to navigate. So every square will still be an hour worth of travel.
And it won't get tired.
That is true.
Yay!
So feel free to move one at a time.
Frigga is going to be bitching the whole time that they have to go after Gragnak because Gragnak is hers, and how dare they take what is hers from her. But she can be reasoned with. She's just rather pissed.
Absolutely.
Looks like hitting is in that directions too. So, like, maybe after we drops all this off, we'll go over and get him.
Growl, grumble.
And you could even go over, let's say, a wall or two with the airship. Or
what's this town thing?
Arcadia. Arcadia is the name of the town where the time god Kratos.
Where we were other people. When Frigga was a drow.
Right. That is where the priest is waiting for us to return, right?
Yes.
Yes, and Althalia is laid up there.
So, like, do we stop off and pick her up?
You can pick up her munitions and everything else there as well. It's a functioning.
Yay!
Nubbins, if we do stop there, Nubbins wants to spend. Let's see, how much gold does he have?
Say again.
God damn it. I wanted to spend 100 gold and 2 hours to memorize Find Familiar in my spellbook, research it, but I don't have enough money. So never mind.
Certainly ask your friends. Let's see.
Actually, I do have enough gold. I just don't know if we have enough time. It'll take me 2 hours and 100 gold.
Well, you guys have been
We could
traveling.
do that while flying.
I think I need to be in a library to do it for spells. I got research, sort of library research facility.
Do you?
Don't
Let me
you
look at the
have?
player's handbook. Let me look at the player's handbook again.
Woo!
Let me actually open this thing up. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Okay. You guys are now in Arcadia. Just outside, you land your airship, let's say in the field. People are awestruck. They have never seen a flying boat before. And you got peasants coming up to you guys as you're landing it. Your new friend, the halfling who's been steering this boat, and Zashe, you've been intensely studying this as he's been moving the mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
You've been writing down diagrams, trying to figure out a better way to do it, all that stuff. So he decides that he's going to stay here to help, make sure no one gets on the boat and to do some light repairs because he's noticed, some extra drag and all this other stuff.
So,
That's
like,
important. So,
how big is this boat? I forget. Like, how many people can it comfortably or uncomfortably carry at once?
yeah, it's a small boat. It's not very large. It is. Here, I'll take you to the airboat page. This is more or less the size. If each one's 5, let's call it, and it's 2 floors. So let's say it's like 70 feet of like deck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not that small. It's pretty large, actually, right?
It's not army huge, but it's
No, it's not army huge.
comfortably adventuring party huge.
Yeah, it's a good size boat. You could definitely carry cargo in it, but it's not something where you're going to have a whole lot of passengers. And you're certainly going to be annoyed by the people who are on the boat because you're going to see them a lot.
Because I was saying, like, theoretically, like, we could put Athalia somewhere safe
Absolutely.
in
There's
there,
a
as opposed to
yeah,
leaving
below
her
deck.
in the
Yeah,
thing.
totally.
So Frigga would be for taking Athalia.
Yeah, there's a nice kind of big captain's room right here, kind of underneath the deck there, and then probably there's more than one quarters. Let's say there's a couple quarters in here. They're all small, but there's certainly you could lay her up in one of the smaller ones.
Nubbins is also good with taking Athalia. Better to keep her close, just in case.
Sure.
Oh, Craig, it's going to cost me. For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 GP. The cost represents material components you expend as you experiment with the spell to master, as well as the findings that I need to record it. So, what I'll do is
but I don't.
go on.
You don't have to be in a library as long as you're like you have the stuff in front of you.
All right, so I'll do that. Let me make it 100 GP. And what I'll do is I'll write down what I need to write down, and I'll do the spell on the ship as I go.
Fair enough.
All right, thank you.
So as you guys are showing you guys here, Arcadia has to offer. Is there anything in particular you guys want to do other than Althalia? Is there any places you'd like to visit?
Nope.
Nope.
Just more supplies.
All right. Obviously, we have the whole thing of and the homebrews, not home, right? The expenses. So whatever expenses you need, go ahead. This is a normal town to you guys, so normal prices. Load up on what you want, as long as you have money for it. Not a problem.
Question: how many gold pieces in a platinum? 10?
10.
In a flat 10.
Okay.
Forget, even though you're giving off this fuck off vibe, you still are. People are still drawn to you. So as you're walking about, no one's really ever seen a dragonborn born with fur. You still have like little kids following you, and you're very much I wouldn't say attraction, but you attract people. They still keep their distance away from you though. That F off vibe is still very kind of present, but they're just like really into you as you're walking about.
Okay.
All right. So you load up Athalia, and you spend a little bit of time here. It's about 5 o'clock. Obviously, you can fly through the night. The halfling here, he's more than happy to captain the boat. He hasn't been able to fly it recently, so you guys gonna take off and take it back to the world map if so.
Yes, please. Zeshe is having like a very few nervous moments. He's like, "Oh, so I didn't know like halflings could see in the dark." Halfling's like, "I can't." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, this is May 30th. So, as you guys are landing, you're noticing that they are setting up for a festival. This is the summer festival, so that's why people are about following you, Frigga. People are very generally happy. There's corn on the cob spits, free, sticks out in the street. There's vendors. There's people playing games. The maypole's up. People are generally having a really good time. They're talking about even setting off some fireworks later in the evening. It seems to be a very jovial time. I don't know if that changes what you guys want to do here. Or doesn't sound like.
Well, I mean, if it's a festival, we should stay and have festive things and leave in the morning. It would be rude.
Oh yeah,
It would be rude to leave before a festival.
Zache, though they're not noble, there are lots of farm girls that are definitely catching your eye. Lots
Yeah,
of Mariannes walking by.
yeah, but you're missing the noble part. That's like, oh, man's. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Not a noble? Okay, move alongs. Yes, call me back if you has an ennobling in your family. Thank yous. He just looks sadder and sadder and sadder.
Frigga, is there any? Does this change anything for you, or is this the fact that people are happy and that are around you? Does that piss you off more?
No. No, like she doesn't have anything against happiness. She's just grumbly. I mean, she's not to the point where she'll like snap children's heads off, you know.
Don't
Sure.
worry, Frigga. We'll find Grognak. He'll be fine. Now, can you point me to the store which sells corpse handling gloves for a friend?
Frigga remembers where they got shitty firecrafters. They might have like corpse handling gloves in there.
Well, luckily there's you get pointed toward the livestock and the shipping company in building 2. They have to deal with a lot of grotesque things, and it's not uncommon for something to die in their presence. And that, well, it's maybe not corpse specifically for corpse, it's dead animals, nastiness. They give you some nice thick gloves.
How much do I owe you for these? Not
That
corpse,
I think count.
not necessarily.
Has to be corpse.
Not necessarily.
Does this have to say? Does it have to be a human corpse?
I mean, who's asking? Are you the cops? Sure. Let's say rats.
Sure. So they're able to give you a slightly worn pair of gloves, some nice utility gloves. And while that is certainly not on my expenses list, if you find a price for it, go ahead and take it out. Otherwise, let's just call it. We'll call it 1 copper.
Sold.
It's used. But you do have a leatherer in your party, and you probably think that she can make you some quite really nice gloves. If you really want it, and that's not.
Sounds good. Corpse handling gloves added to the inventory.
All right. So are you guys gonna stick around for any of the festivities, or are you guys gonna take off?
No, I think we stick for the festivities.
There's food.
There's food.
Oh yeah.
There's fun. There's people who need to be blessed.
Forget, even though this is a farming town, they splurge during this summer festival, and there are all sorts of
This is the kind of town she came from, so she's kind of used
burnt.
to this sort of stuff.
There you go, burnt meats, over spits. There's the smells of all sorts of animal flesh wafting through, not just of the corn and wheat stuff. I swear to God, there's something that looks like funnel cake without and it tastes just as disgusting. And
You shut your goddamn filthy mouth when you're talking about funnel cake.
funnel cake is awful. Anyway.
Friggle will
yeah.
arm wrestle.
Oh,
She will arm
okay.
wrestle, because there's always arm wrestling and pig wrangling and this
Totally.
kind of shit, and she would
Absolutely.
totally get into that and just work off aggressions.
Oh yeah, no, you are up to it, and in fact, you start taking bets. And I would like for you to roll a 1d20.
Yield D20.
Just a 1d20, straight 1d20. Yeah, over the course of the night, people start coming up to you and challenging you. You get the just bigger and bigger people coming up to you, and throughout the night, you end up making 8 gold during arm wrestling. And it's just a quite to see. People will just tap you on the shoulder, just hulking farm boys, thinking they could just beat you, and you just wipe the floor with them. Every single one. You're undefeated all night. So, Yesenius, is there anything specific in this festival that you would like to do, or you hold up learning spells?
I think I'm hold up learning spells. I mean, unless it take me 4 hours, but if I do have time, I would see if anyone is selling anything interesting, maybe of a magical sort.
No, there's no magical store here, unfortunately.
Can I make some sort of a perception check to see if anyone is hawking anything that is interesting or cool or?
What's your background?
Shit, I don't know. Guild. Oh, never mind. Here I am. Guild artisan.
Okay, you're an artisan.
That's right. I'm a guild artisan and I'm a jeweler apparently.
You are.
Okay.
And a dragon now.
And a dragon.
What about the rest of you? Just trying to see what you might notice.
Oh, Zaché's all about the about fire,
That noble life.
about metal, and that noble life, and because he's very keen on being master of ceremonies, he takes blessing the pig for the pig wrestling very seriously, and tends to provide guidance to the pig. So that is one hell of a pig.
Hell yeah! All right, Yesenius, roll me a perception check.
Perception coming up. Ugh.
Yeah, you hate this. You hate everything about this festival.
I'm not one for crowds.
I will say you head back in, but Frigga and Zaché, you guys have not had really a night of revelry, and this kind of restores your faith in what you guys are really kind of fighting for. And I will say that for the next day, for all of next day, you receive 5 temporary hit points.
Woo! Nice. let's go fight something so we can use these.
And you know, when you get back in, Yosinius is sleeping. You draw on him. You put his hand in warm water. That whole deal. All right.
I
So
cast Mage Armor on myself in the morning.
because this is a farm town and it's the middle of summer festival, um, you guys tie one on nice in the night, but the rooster wakes you up no matter what you do at 5 a.m. But you guys still get the benefits of a long rest if you've not had one recently. And you get people, waving you off. This is day 2 for them in the festival. This is day 2 for them in the festival. They have a 3-day festival. But you guys say do. You make sure everyone's okay. You gather your supplies. And at 5 a.m., you guys take off. Go ahead and move. All right, hold on right there. Did I? All right, keep going.
I'm suddenly very nervous.
You're fine. So you guys pass over. You see the elf village in the trees, and you pass over them. Again, you're not that much further high up in the tree or high up than they are, since they're in very tall trees. And you swear you see that old elder staring at you, Zache, from the treetops as you guys pass by. And you guys can keep going.
Hellos.
Oh yeah.
Boop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think maybe we set down here and walk to the farms just in case.
I could use some cardio.
Sure.
Sounds good.
You guys haven't stretched your legs in a couple hours. You guys sit down. It's 8 a.m.
It
and
feels
you
like
guys
just
walk.
feels like rolling in with the airship right off the bat seems a little aggressive.
It's been quite some time since you've seen these farmsteaders. And you remember the last time that they were kind of at their throats with each other, and you may or may not have left on the best of with some of them.
Hey, we provided them with an excellent economic and environmental plan involving bunnies and fishing. These should be well-fed, profitable farms by now.
Having to drag our map a very far way back picture on my map. You're gonna have to give me a second.
How many pages ago?
Just all growing weed now.
There it
Making
is.
CBD oil.
Oh yes, that's right. We burned a thing.
That's right. Wasn't one of them like growing poppies or something like that?
Yes,
Yep, that's what you guys burned.
we burned the poppy fields. I believe the kobold, because they were gnomes growing them.
Yeah, and that started his distrust of the gnomes. I forgot. That's so. But you did not kill any of them.
Did not. And the ones we tended to get along with were the foresters who had sheep.
There you go. There's plenty of sheep here. So welcome back. It's early in the morning, and everyone is out and about, tending to their respective farms. Things are in bloom. It's summer, and people are harvesting. as a quick reminder, there are 4 families. The Stony Brooks, they make hay to feed their cattle. They have a dairy farm and feed most of the residences in the area. The top right here, the Hayseeds, they're a halfling and no mixed family. Um, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, the Stony Brooks are cattle farmers. The Hayseeds are obviously the hay farmers. They sell hay to the other farms. Um, they started getting in a pricing war with the Stony Brooks, and the Stony Brooks and Hayseeds had offered you guys, I think, some incentives to sabotage or to mess with the other one. The Wakefield, in the bottom right, who were growing the poppies, are hippie dwarves. You broke in, and when you guys broke in, they didn't do anything because they were too stoned, and they thought this was a weird thing happening as you burned and destroyed their business. They were It was a pseudo illegal opium farm, and the only thing they really hate was the goats and the elves foresters because their goats were eating all of their plants. And then the ones you got along with the most were the foresters. They promised to feed you guys and to give you shelter anytime you're around. They are mostly elf family, half elf family. They herd goats, but they pay for hides and meat, and they will, like I said, give you guys free lodging and food anytime you want to stay. Um, so that's where we were.
Yeah, I think we just roll up all casual like.
Yeah, and as you guys are coming down, the foresters they see you guys and they come running and give you big old hugs. Where have you been? It's so nice to see you. Come on in now.
What's up, girl?
Don't give me none of that sass.
Well, it's
Very welcome.
nice to be seen. Boy, has we got hides for you.
Oh, fantastic. I know it's summer, but when them winter months come, we need all that we can get.
And then, like, all the hides that haven't been converted by the leatherworking team. Like, okay, like, so.
Jeez. I have a lot of wolf pelts.
Yeah.
All right. So let's work on prices for that. So
I have 120 pounds of leather. That's what I have written.
seems like a lot of leather. All right. Let me look up leather prices. I don't actually have that.
I feel like we may hand wave the meat.
All right.
Put a bit
So
of salt on there, it's fine.
Well, I mean, actually, I have gentle repose, so I can keep corpses fresh kill fresh forever.
so she's
Oh,
you
that's
say, oh, you guys have so much of all these leathers. You guys have been carrying them on the cart, and she's ecstatic to see all this. And she said, "How much do you want to sell me? Are you trying to sell all of it, or are you going to keep some to work?"
It's kind of hard to like work while adventuring. Don't really have goals.
I will say you could. The airship's steady enough as long as you guys are under battle. You can certainly spend whatever time in air working, doing your leather work, doing reading, studying, working toward whatever, let's say, airship. If Zache wants to learn how to fly the airship outside of the halfling, if you're going to work your hours towards that, you can certainly do so. I have no issue with that.
As you say that, you see Zache standing there with like anvil under one arm, like hammer in the other, like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, no, you can certainly try to blacksmith. It will be difficult not to burn down the boat.
Yeah, no.
But You can certainly try.
Step 1, iron plate this entire area.
Oh, goodness. So that being said, you think you could set up a leather shop, especially tanning. Tanning is certainly something you can do.
That's just stringing up leathers on the deck in the
Yep.
sun.
Totally. So if that's the case, and you can work your leather on the boat, how much do you want to sell?
120 pounds is a lot. I'm not sure what would it be a normal. Like, how
So-
much leather would it take to make like leather armor? That's
Sure.
not 120 pounds worth.
Oh, we can figure that
So
out. How much
luckily-
does leather armor weigh?
I don't
Exactly.
know. True.
Exactly. So leather armor is 10 pounds. So I'm saying it probably takes. Let's just make a nice little rule: 1.5 times, right? Because there's got to be trim and certain things that you got to do to work it. So let's say it takes you 15 pounds of leather to make leather armor. That sound fair, right?
Sure.
So maybe
So if you
keep
want to make
30?
You're the boss. Yeah. Keep about 30.
okay,
And then
so you have this 90 pounds of leather. So this is what she says. She says, you guys been so great to me, and I'm sure you need all, and I know you've been hunting all this just for me. So she says, I'll be right back. And but in the meantime, go ahead, and puts out this. She starts picking things out. Salted meats. She takes out, fresh goat's milk for you guys, and all these things to have a nice little breakfast. Um, and she goes down into her basement, and you hear her move things left to right. This is all I got, but I'm sure, I'll have more next time you come, and you count, and there's 90 gold. She'll pay you 1 gold per pound.
Wow, it's generous.
perfectly fine, ma'am.
Right.
And she's over the hill. Oh, thank you, bless you. There's gonna be so much I can do with this. And she calls for one of her boys to come in and start moving it to the shed. So go ahead and take 90 pounds out. Give yourself 90 gold.
Okay.
Ooh.
And so she asks, "It's been such a long time since I've seen y'all. What brings y'all back? I mean, other than, of course, the hides I asked for. Is there anything you want to do in town while you're here?" No?
Shrug.
Well, we've got a little bit of news. We've been travelings around a little bit, and so, yeah, we've got some talkings to do, but that's okay. It's nothing you need to worry about right now. Just make sure strong walls, strong backs, strong catapults. You want to have, the bases covered.
Mm. Well, things have changed around here too since y'all left. Now that the company's no longer here, it's been very kind of a lot more bandits. But the biggest change, well, there's two big changes. One has been the elves. We've kind of finally come to a truce with them, and they accept us and let us be, and they're not messing with us. And in fact, we got some trade going, and it's quite nice. But the biggest problem is, well, we've had more incursions of, I guess they're just the Walking Dead. Every now and then at night, they just come from the east, and well, most of the time we just shut ourselves in, and they scratch at the doors, and they move on past. But they frighten the goat something fierce.
That sounds fairly terrifying.
Well, we can't have the goats getting scared.
No.
Are they like the dead of the people that used to be here, or like elves? Where'd they come from?
I don't know. They just shamble on by. They scratch and scratch. They keep us up, and then they just kind of walk off. All I know is they come and they go and they leave to the east. I just never had the heart to follow them, but they just terrify.
From my long ago map memory, where we
Sure.
are, southwest of us was the tomb with the elven.
Oh, you're right. Exchange east from west.
Oh,
I meant to say west.
fair enough.
Completely west. It's been a long time.
Totally fair.
Been a long time. Yeah. No. You guys here. I'm sorry. Yeah. Go into the west, and she points, and she's kind of pointing to the north and west.
West.
East.
West.
West. West. West. West. Right. This
Yep.
way to
That
the left.
way.
Yeah, got it. On it.
Specifically, she said, "I think they come from the cemetery." Let's just clear this up. I think they're coming from the cemetery.
You'll know that makes sense. We should probably just go and check that out. It's been a little while since we went through there. Like, seems like a really long time, actually.
Oh, you've been there? They just told me to stay away because you never know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, it's best if you keep a distance. There's some bad mojos.
Oh,
There
not the
were
mojos.
goblins.
Well, I probably should take the dead in front of the goblins. I don't know what goblins would do. They may actually figure out locks. I hear stories about goblins.
Yeah, goblins is troubles.
Goblins and kobolds, they're not to be trusted.
Well, we thought to
Damn
know a
right,
good
sister.
kobolds, but yeah, it seems like that goes that way.
Yeah, that's what they do. They lead you on. I remember one of my first boyfriends. He led me on too. That's a different story, sugar.
Wheels.
Anywho, if you could take care of that, that'd be mighty kind of you. I don't know what's going on with that, but that scares us.
Wheels is definitely they're worth taking a look at. That means, yeah, Uilnea and yeah, but we was gonna go look there because she has like the crowns, right? Crown necklace.
One of the things.
One of the things. Yeah, so we'll go take a look. No problems. You just
Sounds good.
you make some good golds. We'll be back. We'll have a good trade. Joaquin approve.
Oh, bless your hearts.
Well, I'm hoping she bless all me.
Mm. Yeah, who's Joaquin again?
Joaquin? Oh, Joaquin, Lady of Justice. She is the best. You want a good deal? You goes to Joaquin, you pray to her, all's good.
Sounds like a good deal if I've ever heard one.
There she goes. And he does rattle off the pitch.
Frigga
Lucky
kind of
coin.
sighs and sits down because he's gonna preach, and she knows how long this takes.
Chalkboard comes out. Diagrams.
Sure. But as you do remember, there was, and I show you layout. Cool. As this may remind you guys, there was some stuff going on at the cemetery. The Forgotten King was really a queen. The queen has this crown, and that should ring some bells for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And there was something going on with some orbs, and you guys got past the orbs, and there was this cavern and a whirlpool. And you guys
Spiders.
decided not to jump. There, that's where you guys got some spider eggs. Lots of spiders.
Speaking of spider eggs.
Should have hatched by
And
now.
I'll show you this again, just to hammer this home. If you scroll down. Oh, look, there's one of those items there.
Yeah.
So, tried to get you guys this earlier. So yeah, she's apparently wearing a crown. That's interesting.
We'll go ahead and check that out.
Sure.
Swing on by. I seem to remember it being a manageable battle with 3. Last time we were there, 4 skeletons and a banshee lady.
I'm sure it hasn't changed at all.
I mean, why would it? Just because we've gotten stronger?
You never know.
Just a proposal. Let's not give one of the items of wonder to the new guys when we get it. Let's give it to established party members.
Or at least those that with a good constitution that can, whose stomach don't hurt.
I'm out.
Oh, it'll be fine.
All right.
He's on airship hangar duty. Like, every time we, come in somewhere, his job is to build the airship hangar deck.
Oh no.
So I say we go back and fetch the airship, move that up alongside, and then we'll kind
We
of...
lost Craig.
What? No! Come back!
He's kind of a little bit important.
Adventure's over.
Or we all just leveled.
That's right.
That's how democracies work, I'm almost certain.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No problem. We were just thanking you for the level.
So go ahead and move to your heart's content.
Boop.
I believe. Oh, going back on the airship.
Boop.
All right.
I don't know how to grab Dora without grabbing the airship.
Don't worry about it.
Doop, doop. Like that.
Okay. So you guys come in. It's right around noon. So high day. This is a perfect time to come into a cemetery because it's not dark whatsoever. Brightest time.
So, before we go downs,
And
let's do our little checklist.
to the cemetery. All right, I am deleting stuff on the next page. So you guys land in the cemetery, or right outside the cemetery. Walk. And what do you guys want to do?
What is your checklist again?
So, checklist was the orbs to open the door, which I think we opened once and then figured out we could just open it and close it after that. But just in case not, do we have all of the necessary effects?
Oh, yeah. This is it.
Frigga's got the lightning.
I mean, I got fire.
Uh,
Fire for days, son.
I can do radiant.
Someone could lick the orb that needs water.
I thought it needed to be a spell, but okay, sure.
You do remember that it has to be a magical effect.
Yeah.
It has to be a magical effect. Okay, so I can do radiant. You got lightning. We got all kinds of fire. Nubbins, can you do cold, or do you have Ray of Frost?
I do not have Ray of Frost. Let me see what cantrips I have. Actually, Craig, can I retcon that I cast Find Familiar?
Hang on, I could do water. I could do create water on it. I could dump water on that for days. So earth or poison? I think this might be where we ran into trouble last time.
Yeah.
Poison. I may not have one of those.
Poison,
Lycanthropy is a disease, so that's not going to...
She lycanthropes it.
Just chews on the orb a little bit. To see the...
Hang on, clerics have got to have a poison spell. Don't I have stinking cloud? Anything? What do I got?
I got nothing. I can polymorph into something that can spray poison onto it.
Uh,
That's a 4th level spell slot I got to go through.
I mean, that
Was-
sounds valid to me. DM?
You have poison spray? Is that what
No.
you said?
No. I could polymorph into a poisonous creature, though. Like a
Yeah,
green
that's
dragon
that's
and
close.
breathe on
That's
it.
certainly close. Yeah, I mean, it spits poison, then yeah. I think that's magical.
Yay!
I think that would work.
I'm not going to transform until I get down there.
Sure.
All right, so you guys are in the cemetery.
All right, cemetery. You got anything funny going on in here?
Right now, it's the height of day. You guys don't remember. I mean, you guys go ahead and you can roll me a history or some sort of intelligence, maybe even a wisdom that makes sense to try to remember what to do. Otherwise, even a perception would work. Yeah, you guys, Sinius, Evans, you recognize. Oh, we just gotta go straight. There's a staircase right there, but there's nothing going on right now. Um, you see some graves that have kind of been dug up recently, some fresh like dirt piles, but doesn't seem like anything's moving. This page was really just meant for me to solve. Okay.
I'll be right back, guys. Don't do anything exciting with one.
All right, I'm gonna move to the next page, but let's take a 5-minute break. Does that sound cool?
Sounds cool.
Okay. I good.
All right. I will drag your character sheet characters on. We got some measuring. That means people are back.
Oh, that's just me.
I'm here.
For some reason, when I measure, I can't see it on the stream, even though I think I should be able to.
You don't have it like hidden.
No, I don't. Like if I you can you see me measuring right now?
I see you on my screen.
Okay. But on Twitch, for some reason, it doesn't pick up. I guess because I'm logged in as the same person.
Maybe because you could see me.
Yeah, I can and I can see you. Oh wait, but Twitch isn't seeing you.
I'm seeing me on Twitch on the blue one.
Oh, there it goes. All right. Huh. That's all right. I'll just measure on the other screen. Be like, haha, now I'm over here. Joe, did I hear you come back and lurking?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okie doke. So ready when Craig is.
We're just leveling up some stuff. Don't worry.
Ooh.
I'm
Nothing.
ready. I've had 3 espressos in the last hour. I am ready to go. I'm such a coffee addict that it doesn't impact me as much as it used to, so this is what I have to do.
See, I'm actually going in the direct opposite way. I've got like a weird mix going on in my cup, and I'm just sort of drinking my way down to sleep.
I see.
I grabbed some Jaeger, I grabbed some 99 peaches, and I grabbed some tequila, and then some lemonade, and it turned it kind of a weird brown color.
It's a nightmarish concoction.
Occasionally I hit something that I'm like, yeah, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But usually it is.
It's the type of drink that someone carries into an intervention where their family's gathered around. Everyone's crying and reading letters.
That's a very visceral description.
Why, Joe? It sounds like you may have some resistance.
They haven't dragged me to rehab yet.
All right. Just a heads up. This is a. This will not be an easy encounter.
No.
Everyone stick together.
All right. If anyone throws a javelin into the middle of the room, leave it.
Yes, please.
All right. So you guys walk on down, and it doesn't seem like much has changed. You do remember felling goblins and leaving their bodies, and you don't see the bodies around anymore. It seems they have been moved, at least. And there's certainly more web. There seems to be webs kind of everywhere.
Well, looks, I think the baby's hitched.
Undead goblins?
I don't think undead goblins make webs. I think that's like spiders.
No, but there's supposedly a whole bunch of undead wandering around.
Oh, it's true. So I sort of remember these are tunnels going east and west over here, and that they're short. Like we had to kind of duck crawl through them.
Yep, you are 100% correct.
And I think we plugged a tunnel with a rock somewhere.
Back here.
Way back on the left?
Way back over here.
Way back over there, okay.
Yeah, there it is. The
All
rock
right.
is actually there.
Oh, the rock's there. There we go. Okay. And I think here-ish and like here and here are 2 skeletons that kept coming back no matter how many times we blew them up. Can we see our skeleton friends?
Not from this vantage, but you do see a swarm of small spiders.
Oh, hey. Spiders.
Where's the swarm, Craig?
Where indeed.
Small as in
So let's, as a
Goth.
precautionary, not saying this is gonna happen,
Initiative roll.
but guys roll some initiative.
Sure.
Nubbins. Oh baby.
Just for precaution. -1. Oh, hey, look at me.
All right. So right now you guys are free to do what you want, but if you're gonna move slowly so I can kind of account for it.
Where did spiders
sorry.
where-ish?
You see him now?
Great
As I move him
question.
about.
In anticipation of the orb, can I say my familiar is the spitting cobra that I cast as a ritual
sure.
outside? All right. So
Yeah, of course.
I have a spitting cobra now.
Nice.
Okay.
Still called Daddy Longlegs?
That was Jimmy Longlegs, the
Jimmy
raven
Longlegs.
with 10 foot long legs. Yes.
Oh. So seeing lots of little spiders and potentially webs and more things.
Yeah, lots of spiders.
I'd like to probably lead with the old torcheroo, like start burning off things as I walk. Like even if I don't see it, just like all the way up, all the way down, touch the floor, all the way up, all the way down, touch the just
Yeah. There's invisible webs that we all run into.
yeah. That's no good. No bueno.
You're certainly hearing some sizzles and whatnot as you're moving forward cautiously, and you're certainly not going to be surprised by any webs. And as you're walking closer, and you get a glimpse of uh, the swarm of spiders, they seem to be not the fire that you have seems to kind of keep them away, keep them back.
Good. You just like stays over theirs. You eat your flies and your giant vampire bats and whatever else comes your way. You just leaves the peoples alone, and we're all goods. Good deal? Yeah. Okay. Good jobs. Nice talk. And how's the pit looking?
Yeah, the that little tunnel that you have to, I guess little dugout tunnel you have to climb down and then climb back up, or you could take a running jump over. It's still there. It's certainly more webbed um, than last time you saw it, and there's like little spiders here or there. But for the most part, as you guys are walking through and you're kind of waving around the torch, a lot of the spiders run away.
Okay, little guys, out of the way. Okay, here we goes. And then he puts the torch down, and the pit kind of burns away a spot, and then he like clambers over the edge, and it's like a. You ever see a chunky kid trying to get out of a pool? You know, he sort of flops over and then kicks his legs up and then rolls. That in reverse down, and then exactly that back up the other side.
Can you guys see the spiders here and here?
No, I cannot.
Oh,
Let me zoom in because I have old eyes. Nope, I do not see them.
that's weird. Because I placed them. Let's see
GM
the
layer?
Hold on. No, they're on the token layer.
You could
They're
real
too
quick.
dark.
You could jump the distance of your strength score, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
this was like a 10-foot.
Yeah.
Over, so she could just boink over.
Yep. All right. As you do so, you leap over. You land on a web, and it feels a little different. But you're just on the side of it, and all of a sudden,
Dun dun dun.
yeah, right. How about that? You see that one?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Do you have dynamic lighting on? Is this area not illuminated? Maybe that's why
I
everything
remember
looks
there being
gray.
colors.
Everything looks gray to me. I bet dynamic lighting's on.
You guys have been here, so I really don't want dynamic lighting because it's the bane of my existence. But I do need it for some stuff. Settings. Grid enabled. Yes. With ice.
Global illumination is probably the
Toggle.
one you want.
Say again.
If you turn on global illumination, that'll give us all light.
You don't want. Okay, let's see if this changes.
Oh, hey! Now everything went dark except what's immediately around us.
Woohoo! That didn't help.
Uh,
All right, whatever. Doesn't matter.
You could make those circles
whoa!
bigger.
Now
Oh,
I see spiders.
everything.
You see
Ha!
everything. I
Hi,
don't
I
care.
spiders.
see everything.
Okay, I do not
That's-
care.
Blue.
And he's supposed to be there. And as you touch the web, this spider kind of appears. You didn't see it beforehand, but now you certainly do. And it's very kind of translucent, more or less, except for the blue part.
Remember your 10 pinpoints.
All right. Hey, Zashay.
Yeah.
This as you're climbing down, you're about to climb back up. You see this giant spider just blink into really existence.
Oh, hey, that's scary as all hills. Uh, you know, I think we're gonna start with just a general level 1. Nope. We're just gonna start with a dart. Just like, hey, spiders, throw a dart. Just see how this spider's doing here. Probably at disadvantage for distance. 17?
Yeah, 17 hits. Yeah, you hit it in one of its eyes. It doesn't like that.
Okay, it's good news. It's not a ghost.
And you hear this like kind of weird noise that you've never really heard from spiders before.
Okay, bad news. It's a weird spiders.
And on that noise, the spiders to your left, Zashay, who were leaving you alone because of the torch, decide to engage you.
Bad spiders.
And they will actually occupy your space. As
Oh god,
creepy as that sounds.
they're in my armors.
Yeah, they start crawling all over you, and they will try to bite you.
They do not.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I have a spell
Like this-
just for this problem.
I was like, does that count for spiders?
Okay. Nubbins.
Okay, Nubbins will firebolt the big spider.
Yeah, sure.
For some reason, I closed it out. One. All right, firebolt. In 3, 2, 1. 13.
13 actually hits the spider.
Yeah, suck at spider. 10. Fire.
10. Psst, yeah. You get 10 on it.
And that's it. I'm staying right here.
Okay. As you do so, this group of spiders kind of come out and start crawling up the wall. So these spiders here, we'll call them 10 feet on the wall. You guys could hit them with a melee attack right now, but you have a feeling they're going to crawl out of your reach soon. And Frigga. There's
Um,
a giant web in front of you.
yes.
So any space with this web's going to be difficult terrain. But it's an old web, so you're not going to get stuck. It's just difficult.
And these squares were 10 feet, right? Or were they?
Correct. They were 10.
So, and it's on the floor. It's not like up on the walls.
It's on the floor, right?
Okay, so 10, 20. Could she not really get there, but sort of be there?
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
can. You can. Let's say you get there. That's fine.
And then we'll. Great sword, not so much. Great sword,
And you miss again.
still not so much.
Yeah, you feel bad, attacking a creature that hasn't attacked you yet. You don't
No,
know
she
what-
doesn't. She absolutely does not. She's just sort of stuck in getting gummed up in web.
All right. So the new Frigga's not here. That's fair. Well, this phase spider doesn't like you either. And it will try to bite you. Since it doesn't ignore prey that willingly comes into it.
Nope.
It does not hit. It will try to bite you yet again.
Nope.
All right. And as a bonus action, it disappears.
Eh?
Good jobs, Friggas! You hit it really hard! I can't even see it now. He's like splattered its awesomes.
Uh-huh.
All right. This swarm ambles up and occupies your space, Nubbins, and they start crawling on you.
Gross.
But 8, I don't think does it, right?
Surprisingly, no.
All right. Zashay.
So Zashay's gonna just like flop himself on the edge between himself and Nubbins so he can cast a Word of Radiance and get
Okay.
both swarms of spiders.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and are you gonna move?
He's kind of like right, like he's not
Okay.
like there.
Did you climb up? Did you climb up the thing?
He's like there.
The bank?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's sort of flopped on the bank.
Oops. Sorry about that. I don't know how you did that, but good job.
Alt.
Okay. Alt. All right. So yeah, these swarms, they need to make some con saves, huh?
They do need to make some con saves, please.
Neither do.
Neither do. And that actually should have been a DC 15, but that's fine.
All right.
So both of them will take 4 whopping points of damage.
Yeah. As light fills. Sorry, Nubs. See, light fills this dark cavity, and you hit these spiders with. All right. These spiders do not like it. Will attempt to bite you again.
No.
And 17's a good hit, but not on you. No, Eusebius.
Let's see. Let me show you how it's done, son. Boom.
Where's that going?
It's going to hit all of them. So it's going to go right here. 20-foot diameter. So right here. Fuck these spiders.
Oh, that's right. You can opt us out of it.
Yes, evocation specialist or whatever.
All right. Just for fun, let's say you get all the spiders. Bzz, bzz, bzz. All the swarms.
Oh, hey, that was
Forgotten.
pretty good.
That was a good use of a 3rd level spell slot, I think.
Yes, I mean, like,
That'll
insect
be the
control?
toughest battle. That'll be the toughest battle we face, I'm sure. Anyway.
Frigga.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
She's kind of looking around. Can she hear anything? like Spidey like is it like she doesn't know if it's invisible or gone or what. She's encountered many a weird thing since coming to this stupid island.
Yes, you have. Go ahead and roll me something.
Guess that would be a perception because she's totally great at those.
No, it's a pretty decent roll. Yeah, you don't hear, see, smell, taste any trace of the spider.
She's going to, like, I guess, hold an action to attack if it shows itself again, but it's going to start to head back closer to Friendos.
Closer to the friendos. The friendo zone. Okay. And as you start walking away, Bamf, right next to Nubbins, here's this spider. And it's going to decide to try to chomp down on you, Eusinius.
Was it in the radius of the fireball by any chance? If so,
It is
that's
not.
DC 17.
Unless your fireball pierces the ethereal plane.
It does, in fact.
It makes
Oh, no.
2 bites at you.
Okay, the second one might have hit. DC on fails. What's my DC I gotta make?
So this one is would be easier if they just told me.
If you roll the bite, doesn't it show in the damage?
Let's find out.
Ow.
Well, maybe for the 11 poison, but not for the DC.
Meh.
I'm sure it's right. 11. It's just 11 con save. So don't fuck it up. Yeah, you're fine. So you take half of poison. So you're going to take, 11 piercing and then let's say 5 poison.
Right.
Unless you are. Yep.
Ouch. Not cool.
All right. And it stays there.
I did kill your baby, so I guess it is warranted in this case, but still, ouch.
Zache.
I'm going to make like the best shield out of you, buddies. And then he will do.
Oh crap, I didn't roll this shit for my familiar. Or have a token.
You know what? He's gonna step up and he's gonna try and do a bonus action Searing Smite and then swing with the mace.
Okay.
Mace attack. 16?
16 will hit.
Mace damage.
Yeah.
And then Searing Smite damage.
All right, Searing Smite being how much
Constitution DC 15 or an extra whopping 1.
Yeah, I'll just take the 1.
But then
so
we'll
you
be
hit
on
it.
fire.
And this thing lights on fire. Also fire, not a friend to spiders. Nubbins, there's a spider that jumps in and out of the ethereal plane that's on fire 2 times at least your size next to you, trying to bite you.
I will disengage and back up.
What you doing?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. 1, I forgot to roll initiative for my familiar. You can have a token. You got an 8.
All right, just give it a token. It can go on your turn.
Okay. And I will disengage and move back.
Sure.
I move my Shay. Go down the pit. Sticking together, guys. Sticking together.
Hey, it's good playing, Snubbins. How you doing
I
back
have
there,
no
buddy?
Bible bonus action. That's it. I get a token.
All right. Does your spider do anything? I mean, your snake.
My snake will go close to the spider and do the help action.
Ooh. Yes, give Frigga advantage. Yes.
That's good.
Do the help action. Gotcha. Okay. Frigga, your turn.
So going to well, I was going to go to that spot. Going to jump 10, 20, and this should be the 30.
Okay.
And at advantage, hack.
Okay. Yeah, you're hacking it away, and you're gonna hit it. 13. You get all of it, and 12, eliminating it. You guys are out of battle.
You okay down there?
I'm okay still.
Oh yeah, some fines. Though, I kinda wants that, because, like, I heard this cool stuff's called chitin. It's kinda like made out of bugs, and mans, that would make, like, such a bitchin' shield.
Yeah, unfortunately, this the chitin you are looking for is not on this bug.
Are you kidding me? That's Blink's chitin. That's like the best chitin.
I am not kidding you.
Oh, mans. And he's, like, flopping up out of the...
But chitin is a thing.
Kicks the spider.
I will. Let's see. Come here, face spider. Yeah, for your troubles, guy. For your 20 minutes of work here. There. You each get 350 XP each.
Woo! That's a ding.
Nice.
Yay.
Not until you take the long rest when you get the benefits of it.
I know.
Okay. So you guys have cleared the hall. There's still webbing around, but most, there's no real harmful spiders, or any other spiders might just be household spiders. Nothing dangerous. As you guys remember, these doors are locked.
Okay.
And this guy here decided he isn't really moving yet. He's just kind of standing there.
Hey, buddies.
Boink.
Hey, does anybody remembers how quick that fella stands back ups?
I do not.
Okay, well, it's probably not worth worrying about at the moment.
I kind of want to say like almost a day or a long rest's length of time, because we like came in here and then left and came back and he was here. I think.
Okay. So, like, so we go unlocks the door, we kind of does like a little jog through, takes him out on the way, go say hi to our queen's lady, see if she wants to give up the crown. If not, Bob's your uncle.
Bob is your uncle.
Onward.
All right.
Back to torch web duty.
Yeah, so you're going up the stairs. Stop right there.
Roll!
So you get close to the web, the big web. This spider jumps in front of you and tries to take a bite at you, Zashay. I don't think either are going to hit.
No, bad spiders. Bads.
All right. Let's say Zashay, even though it surprised you, go ahead. Let's see if it even lasts one turn.
Mace to the face. No,
Miss.
not even a little.
Yeah. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's it. Yep.
All right, Nubbins.
Nubbins will call forward his 2 hit point poisonous snake to do the help action, and then attack it with
Okay,
a firebolt.
you'll miss.
Just didn't want this snake to feel bad, or this spider to feel bad about himself.
Little snake looks tasty. Frigga.
Can I occupy the space the snake is
Yeah.
in?
Yeah, yes you can.
Boink boink. Snake. And
Advantage.
whack.
Oh jeez. Yeah, go ahead.
Boink. Boink.
Yeah, it's a good thing you brought your Frigga, because she nearly takes this spider down in one attack. Uh, the spider tries to attack you, Frigga. Does a 17 hit you?
No, because she could parry that.
All right, she parries, and then, like before, poof, spider disappears. Zache, you've seen this before.
Ready to action mace.
Okay. What about you, Nubbins?
Ready to action dodge.
Ready, action, dodge. We've
Just in
seen this
case.
before. Frigga.
Ready action sword.
Ready, action, sword. Seems good.
Familiar is going to still help. He sees it.
All right. Where is the familiar?
He'd be where Frick is, but first, sake, let's say he's right there.
All right. Well, good thing you took the dodge action because the spider does, in fact, come to the back.
Son of a bitch.
It seems like there's a pattern. But he's going to be attacking you at disadvantage. 12 and then 18. I think the 18 might hit, right?
Yeah, do a con.
9 and 16. Please roll me a con save.
Made it.
You do save, so just take the 8 poison along with the 9 piercing. Zache.
Nubbins, man, what's you doing over there? He will realize that Frigga is much stronger than him and just huck a dart.
Hit.
14 with the dart.
Yeah, and as the spider comes down onto Nubbins, you throw a dart right down the gullet, and somehow it chokes the spider, killing it. You all receive 200 XP for your trouble.
I hate spiders.
You know what's funny is I was carrying these darts around just kind of like for funs and games, but man, they're pretty good.
They got a pointy end.
They do. So we'll do the tour down the whole hallway before we start letting things up.
Yeah,
Yes.
so as you get to the red orb, you realize that door behind it is open. You feel the draft. You kind of see right behind it, and you don't think you have to do the whole magic ritual thing. The door is open.
Cools. Okay, so like we got this ways opens, but do we wants to go like see our crown's friends lady first, or do we wants to go down in the pits?
I mean, she's right there.
Yeah, she's. Okays then.
So get it over with.
Okay, hey, Nubbins.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, I'm gonna cast like the silence spells ins there because I sort of think she's probably one of those like zippy zappy bang bang ladies. So you just want to stay a little bit back, okay?
Sounds good. I only have 29 hit points, so I'm staying back.
All right.
Oh, do we have any healing potions that we should have Nubbins chug before we start up?
I have one on my sheet.
I have one as well. I'll drink one. If worse comes worse, I'll polymorph into something. So.
Okay.
Take the one Frigga has as well.
Now you keep that just in case. You'll need it more than me.
She doesn't take a lot of damage anymore.
Okay, you say that now.
She also doesn't think about other people mid-battle, so...
Take this here. Take it now. Hold on to it.
This is the last moment I will be concerned for your well-being. Here.
Nubbins will drink this potion. What type is it?
Just the regular.
2d4 plus 2?
Yes. Trash.
I'll take it. Thank you. They're older potions.
They've been banging around for a while.
And... Hey, Nubbins.
You.
I was gonna cast a sanctuary onto you. That means, like, if they try and, like, do an ambush thing, is probably not going to be able to shoot you real easy. But once you shoots, mans, you're fair games. Okay? Nah.
Okay.
You don't want?
I'll take it. What the hell?
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
we'll sanctuary Ursinius Pestis for the start of what may come. And then as we walk on up to the door.
Yeah, as you approach the door, unlike last time, the doors swing open. And across from you, you see a very large skeleton sitting on a throne. In between you and the skeleton sitting on this throne is a pile of stuff. On the pile there seems to be a table. On the table, a small chest. In the chest is a crown. On either side of the room, there are the bodies of what you think are past adventurers slain, still with armor, but now in skeletal form. But this room is pretty ornate. It is very decorative, and would be comfortable. Not comfortable to be here for centuries, but comfortable enough. Definitely a nice throne room.
Hey, Zashay, you want me to mage hand that crown to us and see what happens? Save us some trouble?
Means that sounds like a good idea, but I think we're going to be in trouble. It looks like she's put on a little weights, and people get cranky about that.
I mean, we always take the crown and run.
Come, I wish to converse.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, hey. It's good to see you again, I think. You look a little different.
Well, last time you did not see me, so I imagine this would be different. Come in, please. I do not wish to shout.
Yes, you kinda got me there. You know, Joaquin, she's always like, hey, you should listen to any deal, and I'm like, sometimes maybe it's not such a great idea, but hey, it's parts of the faith. So what you got?
I know why you are here. I guess it is unavoidable. But do you know what these taking the crown will do?
Well,
You know
according to my little books thing, it's going to give us sights beyond sights.
That is true. But I know you have another item. And if you have more than one, strange things will happen. For centuries, these items have been kept away from each other, hidden. You see, they call to each other. They need to be together. They have never been together Only a couple of times have multiple been. But they must never all come. It is said that if you can find all of them, you will have the power of a god. This crown has been mine to hold, wear, and guard for many centuries now. It was the item holding the Dark One back. Using it, was able to create the walls and even the invisible barrier that kept the Dark One and his beasts away from this side of the island. All of that will crumble once you take this crown away from this place. But I still offer it to you, for I know your hearts are noble. But I do not think you know what comes next. Are you truly prepared for his onslaught?
Well, either we get him or a whole troop of jackasses will get him, and nothing's gonna go right if that happens.
Yeah, she's got a
Or
point. Dark One's kind of got the
I
run of the place.
or I keep it here and you with me.
No.
Yeah, that don't sound real great.
I have a greater responsibility to this realm. I must protect it.
Yeah, there's kinds of a difference between like stasis and protectings. Protectings, you still lets things happen. It's like
Hmm.
that one person said, if you don't let nothings happens to them, nothing's will ever happens to them.
If nothing happens, this island will not perish. The entire realm past this island where you came from will not be threatened. That seems like a good idea to me. If I let this go, I do not know what happens. If you win, if the Dark One succeeds, it would be a leap of faith for me. So why are you better than this lot? And she puts her arms out and points to the now dead uh, adventurers next to you guys on either side. Prove to me that you are worthy. And she stands.
Like it's time for a second rap battle. Not going to happen, so don't even. Just joking.
So looks, I mean, I don't know these guys, but they seems to have lost, and we hasn't. So like, right there, that's kind of points in our favor.
She takes a step forward. Convince me.
Are we re-rolling initiative?
She's getting more aggressive and she seems to be fixing her armor, but she's still waiting for you guys to convince her.
Nubbins will try to do a handstand in front of her. And sir,
Yeah.
can I make a performance check?
Sure.
Can they do this? Huh? Huh?
Your parlor games are not enough. This is serious.
I am being
Why
serious.
should I let you have this?
Yeah, so looks, you're kind of talking to like part of the more actiony teams more than the talkings teams. Like I do the deals, but it's not a lot of talkings and not a lot of convincings. You have something you want, we have something we want, so we make the deal, and that's kind of what we got here. Like you got the crown we wants, we're obviously gonna do something good with it, so that's kind of it. But like if it's mix it up time, you know, she's just gonna kind of start to mixing it up. So
Fine. She steps up to the crown, places it on her head,
I should have mage hand that thing
And-
to us.
nice.
raises her hands,
Theoretically, you still can. It's just
Can
on
I-
a different location.
And
Can I mage hand it off of her head real fast?
she will cast. Casts Animate Dead. And this right side. Let me get the warriors. There we go.
Oh, you're wrong, girl.
Wait.
Come to life.
Maybe not.
Let's-
Hold on.
Roll initiative.
Wait.
What?
There was a cast spell.
Counter spell.
All right. Attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a third level spell, which it is, or lower, its spell fails and has no effect. Great. She starts laughing. Good. All right, let's roll initiative.
I like to take my time, think about things.
All right.
On the upside, a counterspell's not an attack, so you're still protected, Nubbins. And now it's about to go away.
I don't know, is Mage Hand an attack?
Mage hand's a cantrip.
All right, the doors are starting to close, Nubbins. Luckily, they opened out, but you think by the time your turn ends, you'll have to decide if you're going to be inside or outside of this room.
I'm going to die. I'm going to die with my party, so I'm going in. Come on, poisonous snake. Let's do this. I will.
Oh, by the way, I didn't give you a description, not that you guys asked, of this elf king / queen. She is obviously skeletal, has this crown on her, but she holds what seems to be an oversized mace. In fact, you would call it a great, well, not a mace, a flail. You'd call it a great flail. She across her body strews chainmail, and there is a dark gem socketed into her forehead. Other than that, her clothes are tattered, what seem to be black and green clothing.
Nubbins will attempt to mage hand and slap the crown off of her head. I don't know what I need to roll for that.
Let's see.
Your call. Whatever you want me to roll, I'll roll. D&D is partly
Well,
gambling with dice, so let's
it's
roll the
not
dice.
No. I mean, it's a solid move. I think it's a solid play. I mean, it's not a helm, all right, but it is on her skeleton head.
Yeah, I want to pick it up and push it up to the
But
side.
it's no, it's not locked. So yeah, no, I think this works. You grab. Let's see.
So if you summon it over her head, pick it up, and run it back to you, you could have it in hand, I think.
You can stow or retrieve an item. So yeah, no, you can certainly retrieve the crown if that is what you would like.
So I like, this is mine now, nerd.
And you lift and steal the crown off of her head. And what are you doing with it?
I am going to store it and...
Oh, put it on. Put it on.
Yeah, what the hell, I'll put it on.
Put it
Look at me,
on.
I'm the king now.
All right. You know it's magical, but you do not feel any effect right now.
Unless I'm wearing it.
but you have successfully taunted this
I'm going to die next round.
large elf queen.
Actually, I do have Sanctuary on me, so she has to make a saving throw.
The door closes behind you, and you hear locking mechanisms go into place. Let's see. Where is this thing that I created a long time ago? Well, I can't find it, so I'm not going to do it. Oh, there it is. Sweet. All right. She moves up in your grills. Everyone, please. Oh, no, it's just one person. So, this is going to be you, person who steals the crown. Please make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
That seems high.
But not for you.
You were prepared for this. You were prepared for all eventualities, and this does not frighten you at all. You are not going to be. You are now immune to this king's gaze for the next 24 hours. Let's see. As a bonus action, she will take her great flail and swing it against you, Zache, but miss
No.
because she is terrible at that.
Great Flail of Terror. Sounds
Beautiful.
And then with her action, she will try to once again raise the dead. Is this met with another counterspell?
I used up my reaction already, so no.
And you've got another one. Wait.
What'd you do for this round?
Because she tried to cast a spell, and then I reacted with the
Oh, it was before combat. I got you.
for this. I don't know if this would count as a new reaction or not, but I think we're already.
This is an
No,
yeah.
it's
This
a
is
new
combat.
reaction.
It's
Yeah,
a
new reaction. Yeah, you got a new
It's a
reaction.
new
You already had your, because you had your turn. You stole the crown.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do it again. What the hell? I will meet it with the
Okay.
counterspell.
It's
That's it,
still
though.
only. Yep. All right. You counter her attempt to raise the dead once more, allowing your team to get the jump on her.
Not in my house.
I think that was a successful turn, shutting her down. Frigga,
Frigga is going to rage.
rage away.
Roar. Roar. 17s?
All right. 17 does not hit.
Dang.
Just shy. But your rage, is there not advantage?
Do I get advantage? I'm still new to barbarian thing.
Only if you attacked recklessly, but I think the snake would have given you advantage on one of them.
I
think
don't
so.
believe
You
you.
can reckless. Oh, you're. That's only if you do reckless. Okay, never mind. All right, Zache.
Uh,
By the way, she's like 10 feet tall. She's really tall.
okay, so let's go to bigs. So Zache will cast silence, in a bubble. Just
If you're talking, Zache, we cannot hear you.
Whoop. Yep, I was. I muted myself. Zache will cast silence, which is why you couldn't hear me. In towards the middle of the room so that it comes within 5 feet of the wall. So Nubbins is out of the silence and she's in it.
She will submit her counterspell.
Ooh. That's okay. So down one silence attempt. Boop. And that was an action. Bonus action. You know what? We'll throw a bonus action of healing word first level towards Nubbins. Can't do that because I used a... Never mind, I am done.
Okay. Yesenius, it is your turn.
Hmm. What the hell? Gamble with this one. Let's see. The person? Not working a skeleton?
It does not. She is not longer a person.
Okay. Would I know that before I cast it or no?
Yeah, sure. I think you'd have an inkling.
Okay. Banishment.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, man. Well, she's
DC
used her reaction
17.
already. So what is it? 17?
DC
Yeah, man.
17 charisma. Come on, baby. I got the ground as long as she disappears.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss you off here in a second. I know it.
I bet she has a legendary action that she can
Yeah,
choose
she has
to
a
make a saving
legendary
throw.
resistance.
Yeah.
So,
well.
but she doesn't need it.
Wow.
She just casually saves. Not
And
today.
Nubbins' snake will move up and help action. That's it.
All right. Okay, so we'll try a frightening gaze this time on Zashay. That's a 16 wisdom saving throw.
DC 16 wisdom saving throw. Please. Woo!
Boom.
Okay, you are immune. Bonus action flail at Zashay.
Oh, that's a big flail.
But it's not the 8 that we really
But
have
you
to
know what the
worry
nice
about.
thing? You know what the nice thing about me having hit 6th level is? I'm now at
What?
23.
Good for you. Good for you.
That's the scene.
Because the terror was gonna hit you.
Oh.
Okay.
Really glad about that one point. Thank you, Forge Cleric.
For its spell for the turn, it calls down a guardian. All right, let's. And in a space right next to you guys. Or I guess here. A giant guardian appears. But you guys are not within 10 feet of the guardian first time. So on your next turns, whoever's close within 10 feet of it, looking at you, Snake and Frigga, you guys will probably look to be taking some damage. Frigga,
Roar.
I need you to make a dex saving throw. You make it.
She doesn't wear armor anymore.
So please take 10 damage.
So like 3?
Yeah, totally. Take 10 down to 3. 'Cause it's all damage, right? For you?
Yes, this is
Cool.
still in those temporary hit points.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's awesome. Okay. It is now your turn, Frigga.
Yes, she doesn't have reckless yet, so she's going to just keep trying.
You have advantage.
Wow.
Oh, trying
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And she is going to do a
Thingamajigger.
yeah, where is it? Gonna try to do the disarming thing to have her drop that weapon.
Yeah, of course.
This one.
Disarm the target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that it's holding. So go ahead and make the roll for the damage because I think that's going to happen no matter what. But then it makes a strength saving throw. On its failed save, it drops the object. The object lands at your feet. All right. It's going to
Yes.
choose to spend its legendary resistance here, and it's going to choose to succeed on this save.
Well, she's going to keep doing this.
Seems fair. In the interim, let's see, 22 plus 6, 28. You rain down this damage, and while you would normally think that you would tear something apart, even a giant, this doesn't seem to do as much as
This
you
means
wanted.
she gets to hit her more.
Love the attitude. Go, Zache.
So Zache will try. How about a heat metal on that a flail of terror?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bump it up to a 3rd level heat metal. So, god damn it, that's a DC 15. All my stuff is borked. So Constitution saving throw, or drop it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So the con save is if I don't want to, right?
So
or if the king doesn't want to.
That is what it should be saying right now.
Yeah. Metal weapon, sure. Any creature, physical object. Has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
And so damage should be 3d8, so a total of 12 fiery damage. And if it failed that Constitution saving throw, it has to drop the item.
All right, so drop the Great Flail. Glowing red drops on the floor in front of you.
Okay, we're gonna leave that there, and that'll be it for me.
Okay. Eusinius. And Eusinius' snake. Can the snake make a wisdom
he's dead.
saving throw?
He's dead.
Well, it doesn't matter on how much XP or how much HP is used from this guardian.
Okay.
You kind of want it to fail.
Soak up the damage.
14.
I believe that is a fail.
Yeah, it's a 17.
20.
Yeah. So, fails, which is good. It soaks up a ton of damage. Soaks up 20 damage, and it goes away.
Okay. Eusinius, Will, grab the mace.
Don't grab the mace.
Okay.
It is glowing hot.
It is glowing
red.
bright white hot.
Damn it. I was going to grab it and Misty step away.
All right. It is a heavy weapon.
I was just going to literally grab onto the handle and Misty step and then take it with me. I wasn't going to try to lift it.
Does he have to make a con save?
If he's reaching to grab for it, Zache will drop the spell, assuming he knows what's going on.
Okay.
So he's okay, man, do what you do. So it goes from hot to not.
Okay. I'm simply going to grab the handle, so it's attached to me, and I will Misty step to 30 feet towards the back of the room.
All right.
Right there. So
these are large squares, so 30 feet would be like
And then he can run his little gnome legs the rest of the way. Put, 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 put.
So as this is something you noticed, as you were misty stepping, you felt like a boundary almost for this room. Very kind of similar to what you felt at the bridge. Like there was a magic barrier keeping you inside.
Okay.
The elf queen starts, well, you can't tell if it's smiling, but starts cackling. Good, good. Prove to me. Prove to me.
Can I cast a cantrip? Or no?
Mississippi's a bonus. You can't. It's a spell, so unfortunately you cannot unless you have
Isn't it?
like a.
But
It's
you
a
can
bonus action.
you can
Yeah.
still keep running.
No, you can cantrip a action. You can action cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Bonus
Yeah.
action, right? I want
But you
fire
can't cast two spells in a round unless
As
you
long
have...
as one's a cantrip.
All right.
Cantrip.
enough.
Yeah, regular. So if you got you could
There
firebolt.
you go.
18 by any chance?
Yeah, 18 will hit.
Ooh.
That is the magic number.
17 fire.
Yikes.
And the tattered clothing catches ablaze and burns up.
Hide your shame.
All right.
Run,
And,
Yesenius, run.
I am trying as far as I can go.
No, but you could still take your movement.
That's true, yeah.
So you
Thank
could
you for
still go
reminding
to more squares. Little gnome legs.
There we
Little
go.
gnome legs forgets how to run. It's like I don't know how.
Frigga, you're the last one who has not taken the frightening gaze. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. She looks in your direction.
What do I do? Wisdom?
Wisdom
Oh,
saving
boy.
throw. You fail.
Does-
So you are frightened for 30, 30 seconds a minute for 5 rounds.
So that's disadvantage on, or do I have to run?
You have to run away.
Actually, frightened, you don't have to run. You just can't come closer. But it is disadvantage.
Yes.
And you get to make another save at the end of your throw. Or at
Mhm.
the end of your turn. All right?
I forget. Were we
Then-
doing flanking?
No,
I
we
don't
were
think
not.
so. No. Okay, so it don't matter. Eh.
Okay.
Anything else, bitch?
Yes.
Bring it!
Okay. So she does it at a 4th level spell.
This is not good.
Come on, Nubbins, you can do it.
Still challenge it with a roll.
Hold on. Man, this is definitely...
Make your call.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I will, Yikes. Okay. I will do it at 4th level. Counter spell.
All right.
ooh.
So it's a 4th level, so I can counter up to 4th level without any saving throw.
So I will not tell you what level I do it at. Very well. That being countered, turn. Show that. What is this?
If you could kill her this
You
turn,
see
Frigga, that'd be
a-
fantastic.
She turns her gaze quickly to you, Yesenius, as you've canceled many of her spells,
Why?
and this ghostly hand comes reaching towards you. Does a 12 hit you?
No, it does not. I've mage armor.
All right. And it stops right before you. And that's effectively her turn. Frigga.
Disadvantage. Roar. I don't think either
Neither
hits.
will hit.
Saving throw, though.
And I also need a saving throw from...
Frigga, Attack recklessly.
Please.
Attack recklessly,
I need
Frigga.
She
Please.
can't.
What? Why
She's
can't
level.
Oh.
She's a level 2. She's only level
Oh.
1.
Please take 5 damage total.
Okay.
Hand incorporated, whatever.
All right, and then you can make your own, and that was for the guardian. But now you can make the other save for the frightening gaze.
Woo!
And you are no longer frightened and cannot be frightened by this effect for the rest of the day.
So she's going to scoot this way, just try to put herself between bitch ass and nubbins.
Can we attack the guardian? Can that guardian be attacked?
It doesn't do any damage against the guardian.
Okay.
It's like shrinking in size as it. All right, Zashay, it's your turn.
Okay, so Zashay is going to try the silence again. So silence spell. Nubbins is clear, keeping it on the lower half of the room. Boop.
And again, you get countered.
It's all right. I'll trade you 2 for 3 every day. That's an action. No bonus action of note. Nope. That's me. I'm done.
All right. Nubbins.
Okay, come on. I guess I should use some of my racial abilities at some point. Blindness or deafness. This will be blindness. So it's going to be DC 17.
Okay. Well,
I bet she's immune. Oh.
though
Now she's.
it looks like she fails, she doesn't seem to be bothered.
That's fantastic. And I guess I'll cast Cantrip. I can't do that, can I? Wait, no, wait. A second. Cantrip Firebolt.
Only if it's a bonus action, because the blindness deafness was an action.
Okay, disregard that. What did that damage me just in Nubbins will move further away if that's possible. There.
Good. She looks at you, Zashay, and her skeletal hands, now free of her weapon, comes towards you, and she comes to try to touch your skin.
12 will not.
It's not actually supposed to roll anything. It's just a save.
Fair
And
enough.
DC 15.
DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Well, if it's a touch, shouldn't it have a touch attack?
It's just called touch. Spell.
Yeah, but
Aha! All over
nice.
it.
All right. You are immune to this effect for the rest of the day.
Woo! She tried to touch me.
She did. She tried a dirty touch. Let's see. Then, after trying to touch you inappropriately, she turns to you, Nubbins. And this column of flame, 10 foot wide, opens up around you and starts roaring down from the heavens, at least from the top of the room, it seems, and comes down to engulf you in flame.
This is not good. Dexterity? Let's see.
Yep.
I take 7.
So you fail. That is, wow, the shittiest 4d6 possible, seems. But yes. So that is roaring.
Okay.
And I have to put down the effect. Just gonna draw it. Sure. Oh, it's a radius, not total. Okay. So you're at the edge of this, Nubbins, but it seems that the whole area around you is engulfed in flame.
Okay.
And then, because of course there's an and then, where'd you go? And she can make a. Oh, you guys are so close. Getting so close to me. I guess she'll just try at disadvantage a sacred flame attack. But there's no disadvantage, so that's at you, Zashay.
Oh, dexterity and me. That's not fair.
Yep.
I guess it's gonna take 10 points of damage for that.
Okay, your turn, Frigga. Please make a wisdom saving throw. Really doesn't technically matter because she only has 10 HP here left. So yeah, go ahead and take 2 damage total, and the guardian disappears.
So 2, is that before or after it gets fourth?
That's after all of your resistance.
Okay. Do. So, sheet. So she is going to continue ragefully attacking.
Yeah.
At least
It's
with
a
the
miss.
The first one does that. And she is going to use a superiority die to rally Nubbins and give him 9 hit points.
Nice.
Thank you, Frigga.
Let me see if that does anything else.
See.
Nope, that's it. Bolstering your resolve.
Yes.
All right, Zashay.
Quick question. We've burned off the cloth. Is she wearing armor underneath?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a chain shirt, like a chainmail.
Got it.
Deal.
So we're gonna heat metal that chainmail.
All right.
Guys, it's DC 15, but you can't drop it, so it's just 8. But you don't need to drop it anyway. Don't need to drop it anyway.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep. 8 points of damage. Second level spell. And we'll now have disadvantage on things.
All right. Disadvantage on what? It's not a weapon.
If the creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed or drop the object if it can. It doesn't drop the object. It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until start of my next turn.
All right, so ability checks. Got it. So Nubbins, I need for you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
I then. Ugh.
All right. Please take 16 more fire damage.
Ooh.
All right.
Nubbins, get out of the fire, man.
I'm working on it. Okay, nubbins will move, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
What are these, 10-foot squares?
Yep.
That's I'll move there.
Running out of the flame
Yeah.
cylinder. Fair enough.
And then I'm going to take my iron spikes and animate objects, attack with them.
All right.
Let's see. So I can animate 20.
Yep.
So these are 1d4 plus 4, and plus 8 to hit. Make 20 of these things. Ooh, crit.
Wow.
So
Yes.
what's rolling right now?
All
I'm
the
rolling
attacks of the spikes.
Spikes.
Okay, so these are 1d28s. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits.
Okay, how many of those? 9 hits. We got 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I just realized I should have used double brackets for this.
Wait, how are you enchanting so many?
It's
Only
20
10.
of them.
20.
Oh, it's 10. Is it 10? 20. Let's see.
First line. Choose up to 10 non-magical objects.
Okay, so 10. So the first 10 only, Craig.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
So 8, 9. All right, so down to the 11.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead and make 8. Yep, 8d. What is that?
8d4.
You can do 8d4 plus
28.
Yeah. Yep.
I was told there
8d4
would be
plus
no
20.
math.
Which is that?
And as these spikes come out of the blue, how much movement do they have, by the way?
Range 120 feet.
It's suckers can
Missile.
move.
Flying speed of 30 feet.
Fair enough. All right. These spikes come out to attack. An attack they do. Sticking into these bones of the queen. Anything else?
Is she looking damaged, hurt, concerned at this
I
point?
mean, it's hard to tell, but yeah, certainly like the bones are starting to take damage. You notice them being beaten in. Her cloak is gone. She has no more. Her mace of terror is. Where's her mace of terror?
I imagine it's in the fire somewhere, right here.
Okay. So yeah, like all this stuff, or it's a flail. Excuse me, great flail. So all this stuff is just kind of like it's adding up.
Okay. That is, I don't know how to take that, but I'm going to hide behind this altar here.
Okay.
I can't move.
You can try to. I'll let you try to stealth at disadvantage.
Okay. Hey, I'll take it. Do that. Stealth. Yeah.
Yeah. She knows where you are.
Okay, that's fine.
But you said this altar here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is conveniently for me. Please make a 4d6. Sorry, a dexterity saving throw. As this column moves over to chase you down.
Oh, shit. It's one of those spells.
It is.
No, not good.
Oh, wait, is it a
Take it as a-
concentration spell? Did she pass her con check?
Oh, that's true. Hold on.
She
No,
just
no,
took
no.
a,
He's
she just
right.
took a
I
fuck
gotta
ton of
take.
damage.
I gotta take 9 of these too. There's 9 Constitution saving throws. You're
I
100%
feel one of
right. 2, 3, 4,
them.
5.
There we go.
Does not do it. The flame, as all these spikes happen, their concentration breaks. The flame dissipates.
Wah, wah.
Do not take 46, please.
Nubbins lives.
You guys are looking pretty bleak.
All right.
So let's
Wrap this thing up here.
let's wrap it up.
Turn this up a notch. And as she does, she splits into 4 distinct images.
Now I thought we were gonna be like fighting like wolves this session. Now demigod character with legendary actions and people, but hey,
Is this where you guys wanted to go?
I guess that's true.
Frigga. I'm sorry about these 8 and 9s. Please make a Constitution saving throw. As this hand comes reaching out towards you. You make it on the dot.
Oof.
I think that's fair. And then you get 1/2. Sacred Flame at you, Zashay.
Yeah.
Fire for fire.
If you're using real fire, it'd be fine. Using fancy fire. Heat metal remains.
All right. So let's go through Frigate and the Zashay, and we'll stop at the top of the order and call it a night. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
Seems reasonable.
Or if we can keep going, doesn't matter to me. But Frigga, there's now 4 of them in front of you.
She's going. How does this work? I've never used this spell. So I just attack and roll, or do you roll a 1d20?
Yeah, and then I'll roll a 20.
Okay.
If it is, yeah, and if I hit the number, one of the numbers, you hit one of my illusory things, and they go away.
Okay, so she's gonna attack where she was standing because that's logical.
Makes
First
sense.
one. So do you roll for the first one?
Yeah, but ultimately it won't really matter. So I'll roll for every attack, I think.
Well, because like if it's not the right one, she's gonna try a different one.
Well, if it's not the right one, you destroy it.
Yeah,
So-
you destroy it.
So that's why he needs to roll the d20 to see if she.
Okay.
Because she's not gonna attack the same nothing, you know.
All right, 16. That means you'll probably hit one. Let me double check. It goes 6, 8, and 11. So yeah, you'll hit one.
Then the other, which.
All right, 14 will miss. Anyway, my AC.
Is poof. And that's
Okay.
it.
Zashay.
Zashay will use a bonus action to continue to scorch with the heat metal.
I deleted.
Got the wrong one. So
She was after Nubbins, right?
Yeah.
She had
Right
13.
before Frigga.
Yep.
All right.
So
You will.
12 fiery
Ooh.
damage.
Does that go automatically? Let's see.
Automatically on a bonus action. I just bonus action burn.
Yeah, sure.
And then
Burn, baby, burn.
I will take a
There you go.
there we go. 12 points of fiery damage, and then we will follow up with a swing of the regular old mace, trying to dispel some of these blasted images.
Ooh.
Is it concentration based mirror image?
No. It's kind of a busted spell. But it fails. You hit one. Clang!
Tag. 10
And
points
she'll
of
take
magical damage.
Oh, that's right. You got what's his face's thing.
I got what's his face's thing.
So for the first time this fight, you feel like not just any physical damage, but even your magical damage. This is the first time you feel like you got through fully.
Ooh.
Would you guys like to do another round?
I'm cool with it, if y'all are.
I'm down with it.
Sure.
All right, Nubbins,
Man.
go ahead.
Well, I'm all out of higher level spell slot. 1-4. Yeah, why not? $33, DC 17.
And as she sees you cast this,
Oh, son of a
she
bitch.
again decides to count you.
Waste those
Yeah,
spells.
this bitch is very powerful. She has multiple 3 spells. Unless she can't counter spell at will.
She can't. She can't.
Well, she's casting at 4th level, I guess.
Yep.
That's
It's all right. Keep burning them spell slots away.
damn it.
She does have a finite number of spell slots.
I'm helping. That's
No,
it.
she can't do
That's
any
it.
of those paralyzing touches or the frightening gazes anymore. She doesn't have attack weapons, so
We just have
she's
to
running
needle
out
her
of
down now.
running out of options. I guess she looks at you, Nubbins, and says, "Enough!" And she will cast Magic Missile at you, 2nd level.
I'll cast shield.
Woo!
Oh, nice. Well
it's my
played.
favorite. It's my favorite wizard game.
Well played. Shut up, you! And then more Sacred Flame comes at Sachet.
Damn it. Yep. Just keep handing me that damage. That's just fine.
All right,
How's he looking?
her turn.
Oh, he's okay. He's just wearing away
can't-
here.
Her turn's
1,
I
2,
done.
can't see your
3, 4,
thing.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would say I'm about 32 out of 60s.
Going for this guy. Hurrah! No.
Yep, that will miss. That one finds something, hopefully. D20. I'm looking for an 8 or higher. There's the 8. You happen to hit. Which one did you reach going for? Doesn't matter. And that one will disappear.
Does that count as a death? like,
Kind of
but
a
I have,
shell game here.
but I
Yeah.
can't.
Oh no, Great Weapon Master wouldn't kick in.
No,
I don't
I
think.
have the sweeping attack.
Yeah, sure. No, they're all supposed to be in one area. So if you do a sweeping attack, I will move it to a second one. Absolutely.
So I will
Nice.
do that then.
All right. So let me roll the 1d20. And now this time I'm looking for what was 11. And you get the last
Path.
one. Well done. All right. Any bonuses from you?
No. That's it.
Sachet.
So Zashi's gonna look a little frustrated. He's gonna just sort of, hey Frigas, take, use it, and he taps her, and casts Elemental Weapon.
Oh. So
Frigga, you now have a +1 weapon, and it will do an additional D4 And we'll say acid.
Okay. Let me updo stuff. Hold on.
And the moment
Rage.
before he does that, he bonus action makes the lady burn. So bonus action heat metal.
Oh, 1d4.
10 points of damage. DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Now, does the Constitution saving throw half this?
Constitution saving throw. Does it have it?
It would have mattered for the previous ones, but not this one. Doesn't say it, so I don't think so.
No, the only thing the Constitution saving throw lets you do is drop it.
Nice.
Cool. So 10 points of fiery damage at disadvantage, blah, blah, blah. And then the concentration on that is dropped to elemental weapon, Frigga. And then says she's
Awesome.
like, go gets her.
Nubbins.
Flaming Spear time. I'm going to shove it right on top of her there. Let me just draw.
All right. That's successful. Go ahead and draw a sphere. I'll make the save.
Okay.
But I have a feeling she'll save it no matter what. Oh, look, like she saved it no matter what.
Halfsies.
That's funny how that
Halfsies.
happens.
Which still takes half, right?
Yep.
Flaming
She will
Spear.
still take some damage.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. Action, bonus action, hide. Can I stealth?
I will make you. No. She's well aware of where you are.
That's fine. Okay.
But the sphere, even though it doesn't really make too much of a damage, that seems to be enough. She kind of goes down to one knee as it seems like your effects have all kind of started to add up on her. She'll take half her movement, stand up. She'll disengage as her action. And we'll start walking this way.
No, get away from me, please.
Sorry, this is 20, 30. Picking up her great flail.
That's not good.
She then, because she's saucy, that is still on you, Zashay. Doesn't like that heat
Oh,
metal.
god damn it. Yep. Pass, though. 11 more damage, eh?
All right. And yeah, that's it. Frigga.
So now her sword is dripping acid and magical.
Yes.
She is going to run this way.
Frigga.
And hopefully I set this up properly.
28's going to hit no matter what. 18's going to hit. Nice.
Consistent.
32
So as
points of
those-
magical damage with acid.
With acid.
Those two come through.
And
She drops the great flail. And one of her arms, you get one of their arms and it comes off. And the other one comes up and says, "Stop! Enough. You have proven your worth." She takes off her crown and places it on you, Frigga.
You mean the
Nubbins
crown that's
has
on
that.
Nubbins?
just said.
Oh, I thought we took it back. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
She goes to reach for Nubbins.
Back up. It materializes somehow in her hand. No.
Would you like the crown back for theatrical effects?
Enough. And the doors open. Retcon. The doors open instead. I give you the crown. It is yours.
Yeah, okay, so good fight, Saul. Wow. Oh. Could you like
Zache.
maybe not so many
Can I-
sacred flames next? No, Zache's cool. It was a prove yourself. He'll just kind of stand there, stretch, work the shoulder out. He will cast a what do we got? 1/3 level spell left. Mass healing word. Frigga, Nubbins, Zache.
All
A
right.
whopping 5 back.
Nubbins.
She technically only lost 1 hit point this entire time. One
Nubbins.
actual hit point.
All right, Nubbins will say, we'll dash. So, 10. So I get right next to Zache. What's that? Actually, no, I can get right next, right there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I can, right there. Nope, I
Okay.
can't. I'm right there. So, nope, I don't want to be next to my sphere. I'll chomp on the skeleton and then say, okay, so we're cool, right? Like, arms up. We're cool, right?
Fools, do not give. And she starts shouting, "You cannot show mercy to the Dark One, as I thought you were the ones." And she goes to raise the dead.
What?
Yeah. Doors are open though.
Well, my action was a dash. Can I bonus action shove my flaming sphere into her then?
We moved on, sir.
That's true.
I was hoping.
Craig
for
just
more.
wants to have zombies.
These
That's
are
all he
skeletons,
wants.
thank you. Just skeletons. Thank you very much.
Skeletons.
Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she takes a swing at you, Frigga.
She's really good with that.
No, she's really terrible. Well, like I'm really terrible with that. And for good measure, she looks at you, Zache, because it seems to be working on you.
We're not cool. Ah. That'll
You must
drop
not
the.
show mercy if my life is worth more. If I must show you this, finish thine enemy. And so then these skeletons come at you. Frigga. Does 20 hit you?
Yes.
All right, Frigga, it's your turn.
She's never took her angry, growly
Yeah, no,
stare away
absolutely.
from crazy.
Absolutely.
So roar.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Oof.
Have you used your action surge yet, Frigga?
I have not. I have
Listen.
not used an action surge today.
That might be the time to do that, girl.
So I will do
Doesn't
that.
matter. She shatters.
What a bitch.
And then I guess we'll action surge and go for some skeletons because they're standing there.
Yep.
First, scaly bones.
Yep, hits.
Do they?
Alright.
I don't know how many hit. I don't remember how many hit points scaly bones have.
These are a little bit beefed up. They look like bones of past adventurers, but and you destroy the first one though. Pretty easily.
So, do I? And I still get an extra attack from killing somebody.
Yep. Yep. Yes,
So
you do. 17 will hit. All right, for 21.
how she can swing a great sword, like one massive swing a second, like in this round. Just...
Sachet.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I can't believe she would do this. What kind of noble woman would go back on her words and crunch?
21 hits. Or 8.
We're missing Zombos on the turn order.
Ooh,
Good call.
Or Skellies.
So I picked a different one. All right. Well, it won't really matter. You guys are going to clean them up pretty quickly. So we can yada yada this.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys clean them up. I don't think they're going to get too much damage in. So let's talk XP and so. Well, what do you guys want to do while I'm calculating XP?
Rummage.
Hey Nubbins, you look good in that crowns, man. You thinking about keeping it? I mean, you don't really have the titles for it, but I kinda got already helmets.
I'm thinking about it. I think I like it.
I know that the crown gives sight beyond sight or something along those lines. Maybe we could cast an identify on it while you're calculating XP and
I happen to have it identified. I already happen to have it identified memorized.
Do you?
I feel that would be important.
I do not. Nope, never mind.
I do if you do not.
Yeah, I do not. I can guess as a ritual. I think. Yes.
I have it actively known because it's one of my Forge Cleric spells.
Okay. Well, then cast it then. We can.
You got it.
Or.
Give me. There it is.
And I mean, there's a pile of goods in the middle of the room. We should probably sort through that and stuff too.
Yeah.
Rummage.
Maybe take a short rest.
That'd be nice.
Frigga's fine.
For reasons. Yes, not all of us have your
I know, like she
ridiculous-
was going to rally again, but then the
All right.
battle ceased.
Go ahead and get 7,400 XP each.
Whoa, I'm 10th level, baby.
You just defeated.
74?
Yeah, 7,400. You guys defeated a 10th level cleric with legendary actions and a whole bunch of other nonsense and resistances and yada yada yada. All right, go ahead and give me.
Also
if you guys want to give me perception, investigation, some sort of searching rolls.
Does Arcana count? Okay.
I will guidance and then perception.
Investigation.
Okay.
A 16.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, you guys all kind of rummage through. You find assorted gold, copper, and silver, equaling 26 gold in the pile. You also find 3 gems worth 50 gold each, and some nice decorative vases that you think you could sell, a nice carpet, some tapestries. All told, these goods are worth about 500 GP. if you were to sell them.
Sounds good.
In addition to the crown, you notice that the once glowing chainmail you guys find a couple, and I assume you're identifying each of these, so I'm
Yep.
just going to give. Check to make sure I wrote the same thing in multiple places. For this crown, okay. That part. And there's your crown of foresight.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yeah, it's already 20, but I will take the other stuff.
Well, it says over 20, so that makes it 21.
Second place
21.
your
It does,
score
okay.
over 20.
Yes, and those are rare.
Very much.
And you hear in her words as the spirit dispels.
One more time.
I heard
She says,
pop.
"Good luck."
Oh, good
Okay,
luck.
Good luck. And at this, you feel a great rumble just emanate, a pulse through the ground, emanating from the spot where you slayed the elf queen, king, whatever you want to call her. That force field you felt before Nubbins that was surrounding room is dropped. And you just, that magic just seems to be disappearing from, not even just sticking around, but disappears from this realm.
Well, it's good news. We accomplished mission number 1. We can now cross the bridge.
Excellent.
All right.
That was a
Well done.
hell of a fetch quest. Woo!
Be glad you guys didn't do this earlier.
Yes.
Yay.
Though I thought you guys could do this at like around level 6 if you had like 4 or 5 of you guys.
Yeah, 4 or
That was the
5.
intention.
Yeah, 4 or 5 we could have probably kept up with the action economy, but she had a lot of moves.
Yeah, man. I can't believe that I couldn't get a single one of those paralyzed touches or frightening things working. The whole thing was supposed to be scary, but she kept on missing.
It was still pretty scary because any one of those would have cut our action economy by a solid third. So,
Man.
Yoicks.
And to have like nonsense, but you guys cut her off from the extra undead, which is well done. So it helped.
Yep.
Counter
Good
spells are definitely worth
job.
it.
Good job.
Is the Great Flail of Terror a magical weapon?
It is not magical.
Not magical. Okay. It's just super intimidating. Got it.
Yeah. It just looks really super nasty. But it is a versatile weapon, so but it's heavy, so that's weird. I know. It's a 1d8 normally held with both hands. It's a 1d10. But
Huh.
for you guys, unless you have a strength over a certain score, you guys would have to hold it with 2. So it's a 1d10.
Gotcha. Well, this is
Hey, Frick, what's your
interesting.
strength? I probably should have put their
10.
All right, the strength score. Let me retype this. And heavy can be ignored if strength is over 8. There you go. All right, there you go.
Got it.
Fun.
Cool.
Liked it.
Nice.
It's not a blade though.
That's
It is
true.
not.
She can now reckless attack.
So the base of you guys are now what, 10s each?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 10.
Oh, nice.
7. I'll get there eventually.
Oh, that's right. You were gone for like a couple months.
Yeah, I
Huh?
was gonzo for a long time, but that's all right. I'm catching up. I'll get there.
All right. I will place you guys back on the airship. You guys walk out triumphantly.
Lame.
And you guys can figure out what you guys want to do next time. At that, I think we can end our session. Thanks,
Sounds
everyone.
good.
I
Thanks,
had fun.
stream.
Thank you.